Saying that, Hua Jia began to falter. Ah, look out! She fell before I could get the words out. Ah, hey, watch out! With my hands, I took Hua Jia to safety. She seemed dazed. Hey, how do you feel? Are you okay? Dot, 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 dot. What? My cold what? My cold noodles? I guess she got a concussion or something. My cold noodles. Cold noodles? Grandpa Jui's cold noodles. I'm powerless. What is going on? Hua Jia fell to the ground then. Don't you have lunch today? I was just out for lunch. It's happy to meet you, so I forgot that. Hey, are you okay? Yes, but I am so hungry I could eat 5 rabbits. That's terrible. You're not a fox. Didn't you see her tail and ears? Come on, Han Hui. Freak, you're retarded. Suddenly, I remembered that I had taken something to eat before my journey. It was still in my bag. Ah, bunny ears. Hunger seemed to make Hua Jia crazy. I have something to eat. Do you want it? Really? Jia seemed excited when hearing about this. Her glassy eyes became bright again. She's on drugs. Well, it's not anything delicious, but grab a bite. Is it rabbit? Of course not! Crazy girl. There's a really nice meal in my box. There was bread, sliced ham, fried eggs, and some lettuce. My handmade sandwiches. Oh! Looking real nice! Even though the sandwiches had been in my bag for several hours, they were all still in one piece. Well then, here you are. I selected a better looking sandwich for Jia. This seemed to make her feel a bit embarrassed. It's made by myself. Would you like to try? Really? Could I? Sure! It's too much for me to eat. Then why'd you pack it, idiot? Gracias! Jia took the sandwich and then leaned against the railing. After carefully inspecting the food in her hand, she seemed to be pleased with it. The small sandwich looked quite large compared to her slight hands. Well, no, the sandwich is smaller than her hands. Uh-oh! She took a bite of the sandwich. Then she had a picture of happiness. Her feet repeatedly flapped against the railing like a little doggy shaking its tail. Why'd she say uh-oh? I still think that Han Hui looks like a girl with anime boy hair. Or boy, she looks like a boy with anime hair. How is it? Delicious! Sorry, I'm back. Delicious! Her smiling looked like falling cherry blossom petals. I know you have something to eat, sis. I can smell it. Is it so delicious? I looked at Hua Jia and then took a bite on my sandwich as well. It was my proudly made sandwich, but just so-so. The sandwiches had been roasting in my box for hours. The bread got a little soft. Probably soggy, too. Ugh. However, Jia's smile could make any food taste delicious. Is there any more? You finished it? So fast. I took out another one and gave it to her. Well, this one is a pork floss? What? I don't know what that is. Again, she enjoyed it with great happiness and then banging her feet against the railing. How is it? As good as Grandpa Jui's cold noodles. Swallow it first. Hua Jia nodded and kept on chewing. How could she eat so fast? I couldn't help watching her as I continued to enjoy my own sandwich. After several minutes, Hua Jia had finished it. She licked her fingers with great satisfaction. Mind your manners. Hee 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 hee, so tasty. I felt rather glad being complimented. Come on! I took out a piece of tissue to clean her mouth and fingers. Her fingers were slender and white. They seemed so delicate that any more power would break them. She appeared submissive as she was still enjoying herself with delicious sandwiches. Much better now, I feel as fresh as Daisy. Because of sandwiches or tissues? I didn't know. After we had packed up all the garbage and took a short break, we resumed our trip. With Shan Gui acting as my guide, I walked along the wooden walkway. After the woods, an ancient wall appeared before our eyes. Is this the right direction? Trust me, this is a shortcut. We walked below the wall for several minutes. Suddenly, we were led into an open space. Dot 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 dot. How is it? I don't know what to say. It's so... So what? So poopy. The ancient wall was mirrored in the water. A small boardwalk sneaked over the lake in front of the wall. Where am I? It's Front Lake, but I prefer to call it Bird Yonk Lake. Bird Lake, a good name. Is there a story about it? I don't know. Maybe it's because of the four symbols? Oh, I quick saved. Oh no. What are you going to do about that? Huh? That is right. Eat it. Eat my quick save. Four symbols, okay. Four symbols? Yeah, you know, the Black Tortoise Lake, Shan Gui Lake, is located on the west of the mountain. Yeah, I used to play there when I was a child. The former name for Black Tortoise Lake was Back Lake, so here is called Front Lake, I guess. Interesting. You mean the vermilion bird is in front, while the black tortoise is located in back? You are so smart, Gia. She seemed to be grateful of my appreciation. Ah, such a nice breeze. Yes, and when it's hot, the pavilion there is the best place for a nap. There was a pavilion under the tree. It looked newly made, but didn't have an incongruous site between ancient wall and lake. Hey, wait for me! During my distraction, daydream, whatever, Shan Gui had gone in the pavilion already. She waved at me. It's always a good place here. Yeah, really beautiful. Cool breezes came from the lake and hot weather began to fade. Is this the right place where you're looking for? Honestly, it's not. Dot 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 dot. Gia was understandably disappointed and felt like bursting into tears. Anyway, thank you for leading me here. It's a nice place here, really. I tried to comfort her. However, what I said was true. I wonder what this place looks like in autumn. Very colorful. That's too exaggerated, right? Not at all. 2 months later, temperature will get lower. When it's raining, the mountain will be mottled by different colors. The maples, ginkgos, and camellias over there will change their colors like magic. The azure sky casts a reflection onto the water, while golden leaves lay about the shore, just like a picture. Well, how do you think they get pictures, dummy? She said this with great enthusiasm. It almost made me feel as I were there. I strongly recommend the grassy area on the other side of this lake. It's as soft as velvet when it's covered by the fallen leaves. It's a perfect place to stay. Is it really soft? Once you lay down, all your troubles will melt away. I was expecting that good place in Shan Gui's words. Okay, I think we should go to that beautiful place in autumn. Of course! Gia nodded excitingly as this was a part of her backyard. I remember the time I went there was also in autumn. We passed a hill full of maples. A hill covered with maples? Oh, I know it! Gia suddenly jumped up and took my hand. I know! I know it. No, what? What do you think, idiot? The place you're looking for. Now I know where it is. Really? Yes, I can for sure this time. This way. After staying for a while, we began to run. The coolness melted away quietly. I don't know. I feel like I've been here before. A vague idea appeared in my mind. Perhaps it's because of the ancient gate. How much is the ticket? Come with me! Wait, I need to buy tickets. No need to do that. Just make yourself at home. Eh? So, we're in. The doorman didn't even ask us. Actually, there was no doorman at all. That's the first time to avoid paying in my life. Don't worry about it. It's my home, and sis, you are my guest. I was totally confused. Is her family the most powerful here? Each way. The path was winding. You could always hear the sound of stream. It's so quiet here. Yeah, there's a very few people. Yes, I couldn't see any people here today. As we walked, the sky began to get darker and cloudy. Weather report said there will be a thunder shower this afternoon. Is it far from here? We're almost there! So, is there a bridge around the corner? Yes! A familiar smell appeared after the top of the hill. There should be a maple forest, right? Yes, but it's not the time. They haven't turned red. I quickened my pace with a feeling that something was waiting for me there. Ah! Right! Here's the bridge! There was a small old cement bridge with iron railings. The stream below was deep, which reflected the sky and surrounding trees. A faint scent came from soil and grass. When I was a child, I used to walk here with my family. It was late autumn and all maples were red as fire. Mom was very young at that time. I could remember she took my hand and walked along the bridge and picked up a maple leaf. Is there a big pool with lotuses ahead? Yes, just up ahead, but please wait, sister. I rushed forward and didn't hear the rest of her words. Finally, I'm here. Though it was summer, the small pond looked lifeless. It was drying up and stones in the bottom were revealed. The railing on the damaged stone bridge had been destroyed and a danger notice stood near the bridge. Plants near the pond were shriveled and dead. One of them seemed to have burned. How could it be? This pond started to dry up a long time ago, since few people came here and there was no need to maintain it. I was going to tell you, but... So this is the result of all my effort. The sky seemed to get darker and even more gloomier for me. I stood blankly with confusion. I could not see, I could not hear, and I had no idea about what to do next. My parents always took me here when I was a child. I could still remember the blue sky, the green grass, the pond. All my family sat on the lawn below the sunshine, enjoyed the snacks by my mother. At that time, I believed this happiness would last forever. Then in a twinkling, I had finished elementary school, gotten to middle school, and prepared for university entrance exams. Everything suddenly became strange. Blame, conflict, and tension spread throughout my house. Even now, I still do not know what happened to my family. It was not easy to enter my university. For the first time being far from my family, those dark memories became sealed away with time. My parents finally began to appreciate my effort. We all thought the worst days had passed. The fragile life once more made me blacker than ever. This place, where can I go now? Sister? My eyes were filled with tears. I tried to cover it, but it was too late. What's wrong, sis? Nothing, just some sand in my eyes. But I wasn't sure my heart could beat stronger. Things I should have forgotten or did not wish to remember relived in my mind like a black and white film. Sis, 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 I need to go to the toilet. These unexpected words took me back to reality. What? What? Wait, is it an emergency? See? It here? Maybe that's not a good idea. Ah! This way! Come on me! She took my hand before I could reply. We ran in a hurry. Well, had it not been for Gia, I would have... Hold on for a second. I sat in the tea house Purple Pavilion. Oh, what? I don't know. Purple Pavilion and waited for Gia. The tea house is a modern building, but it isn't an incongruous site in the park. Wasn't she? Maybe she's not. She took me away from that sad place on purpose? Perhaps I thought a little too much. I rub my eyes. She's